To understand the architecture of self-government, we first have to draw a strict boundary line. On one side of this line, we have incorporated foreign jurisdictions. Looking to the right of the line, the corporate structure begins with the territorial branch. Established in 1789, this entity was built to function as a combined military and property management business, operating distinctly apart from the physical states. The following year, in 1790, the municipal branch was established. Based entirely out of Washington, D.C., this secondary corporate structure manages a specific delegated jurisdiction over municipal and air affairs. Across the boundary line on the left is the land and soil jurisdiction. This is the physical reality, the actual state, where no corporate enfranchisement exists. This is where actual civil authority resides. Restoring that authority requires a very specific mechanism. Local self-government must be rebuilt entirely within the land and soil jurisdiction, operating completely free from those foreign corporate structures. The primary function of any actual government is the absolute protection of the people and their private assets. Its secondary function is to protect, promote, and develop public resources. This includes tangible infrastructure like ports, roads, bridges, and universities. This framework of government is not a corporation. Corporate business structures, hierarchical compartments, and enfranchisements simply do not apply here. A local assembly operates as a peaceful gathering of men and women on the land. Conceptually, it functions as an extended family of neighbors working for mutual security, rather than a private club or a bureaucratic hierarchy. When power is distributed through community building and functional cooperation, the traditional top-down administrative model dissolves. An assembly manages its affairs through 4 functional pillars. The General Assembly provides education and hosts public gatherings. The Business Assembly oversees public infrastructure. The militia handles local protection and disaster relief. The Jural Assembly operates the legal architecture, courts, and elections. To participate fully within these pillars as a state national or state citizen, individuals must first officially declare and record their political status. These pillars operate strictly on functional authority. Coordinators and chairmen possess no positional, top-down power. They simply have the responsibility to execute the tasks they were elected to perform. In this framework, the physical county is the supreme political jurisdiction. It is the skin of the apple, the foundational unit of the entire system. The power to staff this jurisdiction belongs to the County Jural Assembly. Their most critical responsibility is electing local officials, specifically the true county sheriff. This chart details the legal distinction between an elected peacekeeping official and a corporate law enforcement officer. A peacekeeping official, like the county sheriff, serves the unincorporated land jurisdiction. Law enforcement officers operate under different authority, serving incorporated entities as corporate officers. Because peacekeepers enforce public law for the county, the county itself functions as the primary firewall against foreign corporate encroachment. To facilitate community education, the General Assembly conducts its regular meetings completely open to the public. However, strict operational security is maintained through opening protocols. This Bibbins Declaration is read aloud to protect privacy. The protocol dictates that any attending agents of the territorial or municipal United States must fully disclose their presence on the record or leave. When the Assembly needs to discuss sensitive intra-state business, the agenda is formally divided. During these closed portions of the meeting, only fully vetted state nationals and state citizens are permitted to remain and participate. Adhering to these meeting protocols ensures the Assembly remains untainted by the enfranchisement or influence of external incorporated actors. The structural relationship operates in parallel. When a state Jural Assembly is created, the County Jural Assembly is simultaneously established, locking them in a horizontal network. Within this network, the County Business Assembly acts as a direct liaison, ensuring local voices dictate state-level action. Keeping business localized at the county level serves a specific defensive purpose. It isolates individual counties from international affairs, protecting them from foreign interests. This networked scaling applies equally to the militia. Interstate rescue and relief deployments can be coordinated across state lines without any individual county surrendering its local command. State-level governance here is never a hierarchy dictating downward. It is a collaborative support network driven upward by the sovereign people on the land. Once established, these assemblies exert jurisdiction through the practice of compelling performance. This requires interfacing directly with administrative agents to ensure compliance with the public law. If a gross trespass occurs, the Assembly can issue a writ of assistance order. Because this order comes from an actual state Supreme Court and not an incorporated state-of-state court, it carries the full weight of the land jurisdiction. Executing these actions requires financial and legal standing. Members must definitively correct their political status on the public record before they can issue binding legal instruments. The primary instrument used in this process is the State of the Union Indemnity Bond. Placed on the public record with the Treasury, these bonds are utilized to discharge debt and protect secured interests. They effectively uncouple these individuals from acting as collateral for the debts of bankrupt territorial and municipal corporations. Correcting political status and issuing these precise legal bonds are the strict operational mechanics required to reclaim material assets. The framework relies on a single axiom: local self-government exists to guarantee the absolute protection of people and property, exclusively within the physical land and soil jurisdiction. The community achieves this by separating its functions into 4 pillars: the General Assembly, the Business Assembly, the Militia, and Jural Assemblies. Authority is strictly functional. It rejects corporate hierarchy and anchors all political power in the physical county. By establishing proper meeting protocols, electing true peacekeeping officials, and utilizing accurate legal instruments, a local community can fully restore and operate its own lawful civil authority.